I think master plans have changed quite a bit since like 10, 15 years ago. You work in a lot more amenities, you work in a lot more green space, and it's not just, grass or whatnot. You work in, areas you can hang out when, you work in dog parks, you work in, trees and beautiful landscaping. So it's a lot more attention paid to like those amenities that are not just your retail building or your multifamily building, but it's very focused on the environment overall. The O'Brien way of doing master planning is, we'll meet with the client first, kind of get the download, what are they envisioning on the land if they have ideas of what they want. We'll sit down and we'll sketch around with them, kind of go back and forth, either by hand sketch or we do some digital sketching as well. But once we've kind of refined that and got the okay from the client, then we'll start hardlining it, meaning we'll draw it in AutoCAD. We'll get some better numbers that way. We'll get some good calculations on coverage and all that stuff. And then once they like that, then we'll start going three-dimensional. We'll do some massing. And then after that, we'll start push it over to design, and we'll start working on this is how your buildings will look, and this is what it could look like. The best way to describe the O'Brien Studio is as we're very collaborative, we're very inclusive, we're listening to the client on what he desires and what he wants, and we'll try to use that information to create the best plan possible for them in a very timely manner. So I think it's all about putting out the best product in a timely manner that works, that's not just a pretty picture, but it actually is realistic and can get built down the road. We work in all the different sectors, and therefore we're really in tune with what those sectors require. And so when we approach a master plan, we don't focus just on one specific area and the rest of it's just kind of an afterthought, but rather we kind of approach it holistically, and we try to lay it out so that each different area actually works as it should, not just looking pretty on a paper, but it's not realistic at all. We think about the end user, the retail that's there, or the resident that lives at the multifamily. We really try to create an environment that is exciting. It's something that if you live there, you want to live there, you want to stay there. If you're a restaurant there, you want to go there, you want to hang out. So it really has to be an environment that's desirable for everybody. That's going to be the next cool place to be at. If we go like to industrial, they'll say, hey, we want to do a cross dock or something. So we'll try to find out, what's your truck court depth, trailer parking, your parking ratio you're shooting for. So it's more of kind of those more detailed questions, because if they've already figured that out, that means they've already done some research in it as well. So then we kind of dive in a little bit more deeper into that kind of detail. The good thing about O'Brien and our diversity is that, we do planning in all different areas. So we don't just do retail or multifamily. We do retail, multifamily, office, warehouse, you name it. And so because we're so diverse, we kind of know what is key in each of those areas. That really, suits itself really well for master planning, because usually you don't just look at one use, you look at multiple uses. And with our knowledge across all the uses, that allows us to put together the best plan possible for a client.